So sorry, before I went, be right back. We were talking about ranked. So what I was saying is that, you know, Andy was saying that in the competitive mode, they want to reduce RNG, especially with the weapons and stuff like that. And a long time ago, I listened to a podcast, H3 podcast with Ethan and Hila. I go up and down whether I enjoy their podcast. I don't listen to it anymore, but I used to. And Dr. Disrespect came on their podcast. It was actually a really good episode. Funny because Dr. Disrespect is obviously hilarious. But at the time, I think PUBG was like the main game he was playing, and they were talking a lot about PUBG. And he was talking about what it would be like to have static spawns in PUBG. And this was a while ago, like 2 years ago maybe. And how like it would change the game maybe in competitive, or if there was a mode where, say, like you knew, for example, the M24 was going to spawn at Hacienda in the back left part of the building, and that people were going to be fighting over that area. Or say, let's just say like the AUG wasn't in the crate anymore, and you knew the AUG was going to spawn at Hacienda, like the Golden Dorado. You would know like, okay, these two teams are going because they want to fight over the AUG, or maybe 4 teams are going there. And then you're like, you know, we're going to give up the AUG. We're going to spawn here and go for a position. So it totally changed the game. And then you would have like more strategic rotations, but it would change the game completely. It wouldn't be PUBG anymore. So it was kind of an interesting topic. And I think that I enjoy that PUBG is random that way to some extent. You can still usually find what you want, especially if you're in squads. You can kind of use your teammates to be like, hey, I'm dropping the AK for this M4. Your buddy's like, I like the AK, let me take the AK, and then you figure it out. And then in competitive mode, there's so much more loot that doesn't really become a problem, and there's more ARs and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. And PUBG Andy adding onto that says, we're considering esports vehicle spawns for Season 8. And I think that's the way to go. I thought, honestly, there were better vehicle spawns already, but maybe not. I keep landing Ferry Pier, and there's like no vehicles near Ferry Pier in esports mode, or it keeps happening, just bad luck. But when you normally land at Ferry Pier in a normal match, there's a vehicle spawn right outside Ferry Pier, west of Ferry Pier. Usually there's one by the gas station. Could be one by the bridge. There's so many spawns, but lately I've been getting like totally screwed over there. Okay, so they're the same, just completely random. I didn't know that. I thought they were better. It felt like there was more vehicles. Okay, so yeah, I think the vehicle thing would be smart. You don't want people getting screwed by no vehicles. So PUBG added static spawns, I think, in esports mode, right? There's more, and some of them are like, you know for a fact there's going to be a car there, I think. And PUBG Andy also said that they're considering Vikendi for Season 8. I really hope that happens, because Vikendi is such a better map now. I feel like it's so much more playable with a little bit of snow, a little bit of the grass. And I haven't been having issues on that map, but I know I'm on the X. So I don't know what people are having, what people's experience is like on PC and on other platforms. That'd be cool. Plus, you know, I don't mind the 3 maps right now, but there are those times where, like yesterday, we got Sanhok 3 or 4 times in a row. You have a 33% chance of getting each map. So that was kind of a bummer. So having a little bit more map distribution would be nice for maps. A little ranked train fun would be cool. So yeah, interesting topic about ranked. But also I wanted to ask people, does anybody know anybody, or has anybody placed in bronze? I don't, you know, I feel like you would want someone to be like the only person, like, hey, I'm the only person that ranked in bronze. But I haven't heard anybody being in bronze. It feels like everybody placed in silver. And then there's a lot of people in gold. So I'm just trying to think of the distribution of ranked placement right now. I'm sure PUBG will look at the data after the season. Or maybe they wanted to start everybody off in silver for the most part, unless you did like horrifically bad. But I don't know anybody that placed in bronze. Any explanations on why you've no restrictions on who you match up with against in ranked, but yet there's restrictions on who you can team up with? So what Ginger's saying here, I think most people know this, that you can only play with people within 10 divisions of your rank. So you have categories like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, right? Those are the categories. And then you have divisions within them. So it would be gold 5 is the lowest out of the gold 4, gold 3, gold 2, gold 1. So if you're outside those 10 divisions, you can't play with somebody. So if you're platinum 5 and somebody's silver 5, I don't think you can play. Or say if you're platinum 3 and someone's silver 5, you guys can't play together. But when you go into a match, there could be people all the way from bronze to master in your match. And I think we found out that if you queue in with a rando, that rando can be someone of any rank. And I think right now, so that doesn't make sense, but I think right now what they're probably trying to do is they're just trying to find matches. So they're just trying to fill as many games as possible so the restrictions are open. But like say if there's an influx of ranked players, they can probably start closing those restrictions. But right now there's probably not many like solo people, you know, queuing into a game. So they probably have to make it open for everybody, I would imagine, to be able to do that.